What it is, what it ain't. It's your girl Ombre Alert, and I got my girl.
Be Octavia in the building.
Okay, and we're on the next episode of
Sister Talk, because sisters don't talk.
Okay. Okay, so today we are going to talk about the glorification of other races from black men. So we are, as you all know, beautiful black African American, if you want to call it that, but we call ourselves black queens, okay? And we just want to dive into what's been going on within our culture, especially on men's behalf. We want to talk about why they keep saying that we're angry. We want to talk about why that they treat other races that are women better than us.
Somebody has said, like, he works a lot, but he shelves a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You focusing on the wrong shit.
Right.
And look what happens years later. How many years? 20 years? She's out of there. Women are starting to find their voice, but it takes that long for the other side.
Yeah.
For exotic women, it takes them a long time.
Yeah.
To be able to get that strength.
Mm-hmm.
And we all
and then
are
black
one.
women do. I feel like black women do get a lot of flack for not staying with a black man for a long time after a marriage, and it's because it's like once we notice that you got us fucked up and that you're not going to change, we out of there.
Yeah.
And it's like that first time that we notice that shit, that's all that we need. Why is that a bad thing? If we're trying to get ourselves out of the situation immediately, why do we get all the flack? But ain't nobody even talking about Dr. Dre's wife that just filed for divorce.
Right.
Nobody's even saying anything. Is it because she's exotic? But she took a long damn time to leave his ass. And I'm pretty sure he been the same for a long time. Because one thing niggas do, niggas might change their job. They might change where they live. But a lot of the times, black men don't change their attitude. They don't change their ego.
Point of view.
They don't change their ego.
Yeah.
And a black woman, we know that.
And we adapt. We
And if we
evolve.
love you, we'll adapt to that shit. But when it's wrong, it's all the way wrong. And it's always going to be wrong.
And only a strong female will have the courage to really tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're not saying... That's why we don't want to make this so general, because
Right.
all of us are not the same, just like all of them are not the same.
Right.
It is some strong-ass exotic women
Yeah, we're not saying
that are
that
emotionally...
other women aren't strong.
Right.
It's just I feel like we have an approach that's different. Like, we will sit up and tell a nigga straight up how we feel to their face, knowing there's a possibility that they might throw their hands up, but we're ready for that.
Or they might show you that they really don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes women do rationalize that in some type of way
but
of
we're
love.
willing to throw that to the side. We don't care about, like, once you disrespect a black woman, it's like, fuck what you gave me, fuck what you're doing for me, fuck the security, fuck the money. It's like, fuck all of that. We're not even like, maybe I have to just go through this shit because he needs to pay the rent or something like that. It's like, we like, fuck all of that. Especially us, like, millennial black women. Like, us that's in our 20s, trying to discover ourselves, trying to further our future in a very secure way. To us, it doesn't matter if a black man has money or not. It's like, if you can't treat me right, then how are we gonna last?
Yeah.
It don't even make sense. How are we gonna have a family?
These things got confronted. And I don't know if it was over the angry black women comment. It could have been that, or it could have been, his negativity towards T.I. and
or
demeaning his
anything,
music.
because he's just being negative.
He's a negative person.
He's just been negative for a long time.
And a lot of people want to think that him producing Pop Smoke's album and him having power and stuff overshadows his attitude. No.
Not with
because
us.
think about it. He was doing music and all of this and talking shit and then got shot. So it really just doesn't change. You know what I'm saying? And he's one of those people that don't change. That's why I really don't care for him. Him doing music, he don't do music no more. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Whatever.
We haven't heard nothing.
It doesn't overshadow his negative attitude.
Right.
And he don't deserve to be with nobody, but hey, you got him. We don't want him.
Especially in the year 2020, it's more about, like, especially for us too, it's like we enjoy listening to music, especially from the culture. You know, we enjoy and we take it very serious, like music from the culture. And it's not, especially with all the murders that are occurring in the hip hop industry, it's like against our culture. It's just it's horrible. And it makes us feel like it's more about what you're saying in the music and how you're moving. I think it's more apparent now than it's ever been before about how you move.
Yeah.
Like back in the 90s, like you know, like Dr. Dre, like we was saying, like he was beating the shit out of women,
Yeah.
but he was still making music and nobody really gave a fuck.
Yeah, nobody gave a
But
fuck.
now it's like it's not about that. It's like it's more about how you move, how you treat people, what your point of view is,
Yeah.
and what you think about.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Kanye too. Y'all know he's sick. Send him some help and stop
Yeah.
buying them ugly ass shoes.
Yeah.
Send him some help.
He
okay?
needs some rest.
He needs to rest. He needs a mental evaluation.
He was saying something about abortions.
Yeah, he did. He said something like Planned Parenthood is the devil's work, and
Saying you from Chicago, you telling me you ain't never had a bitch get an abortion before?
you don't know the possibilities of a
And he
woman
might be
getting an
square
abortion.
like that.
Like it's not all like I just
It's
had
not
sex and like I can't handle this. It's not all like that. It's
No.
not all like that. All
No.
the situations ain't the same.
Yeah.
All of them aren't the same.
And bottom line,
and you don't have to be a
abortions-
woman to feel that way.
Abortions are a woman's right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's stop handing it to men
To
handing
answer
it
those
to the
type of
men to
questions.
handle it, because they're gonna have that point of view. You know what I'm saying?
Every time. You don't have a uterus, baby.
You don't have
you,
the right.
You never gonna have no placenta inside you.
No.
You never gonna have no umbilical cord. You don't have no idea. You don't have no idea.
And it's
okay?
always men speaking on what women should do. That's why this is a very general thing we trying to say.
Mhm.
You know, and a lot of people, no matter what your race is, women, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? You should feel a certain type of way too. Because
Yeah.
bottom line, men always, no matter the decade, generation, whatever, they've always thought that they could tell women where to go, how to dress,
Especially.
what the standard is for a woman's beauty,
How to raise
how
their
a woman
kids.
should be accepted. Yes, how they raise
don't tell
their
me
kids.
how to raise my kids. I'm a mom.
You see this?
You be your dad, okay? You focus on being a dad, and I will be the mom, okay? You don't do that. Don't do that.
What morals a woman should have, and it's very contradictory because the exotic women, they already have this I don't even know if it's a stereotype or a fact, because I don't know if all like Spanish women like to be called sexy. That's just something that men have always put that stereotype out, like, oh, they're
Right.
supposed to be sexy and
Right.
this and that. And then
Yeah,
when
right,
we
right.
do the same things, or we dress the same
Or we
way,
upload a picture in a bathing suit and we feeling ourselves, then it's like,
We're
oh,
trashy.
what are you doing? You
we're
slutting
thought.
yourself out.
Well,
Yeah, we thought.
Well, that's my damn business.
Right. What if this is a body appreciation post? It's always gonna be like that when I'm posting, when I'm giving it up body wise. Come on.
Don't be mad.
Come on.
And don't be contradictory.
Right.
And this goes for men of all races, but especially if you're looking at a black woman and you're black,
Yeah.
just try, you know, that say something nice
or
challenge.
Don't say nothing at all.
Say some nice
Say something
challenge.
nice. And it's not hard.
No, it's
You
not.
seeing real breasts and real ass right
Because
here. Come
we
on.
not no haters. If you got a bomb personality, we'll say that.
Yeah.
But if you got a shitty one, don't think that we're not gonna say that too.
Right.
You know, if you nice looking, we'll say that. And if you're not nice looking, we won't even say that.
Yeah, we'll keep it to our damn self.
But the exotic women,
Mm-hmm.
they treat you like shit.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're not good looking, or you know what I'm saying, and you got money, don't be surprised at who flocks at you.
Okay.
Don't let that go to your head.
Right.
I don't know what type of money he got, but he
Okay.
got some type of money, 50 Cent.
Right.
It's much more than 50 Cent. Put it like that. So, don't be surprised at the women that flock to you and they're young and this, all that shit that went to this man's head. shit.
Cause he don't even
And
realize
this is
he
a
getting
result.
old. You getting old.
Have
I
mercy-
noticed. You
have
don't even
mercy
look like
on
the
you.
first album. Are you joking? You don't look like the first album.
I don't want to see you running on no
Oh.
treadmill. And
Oh,
I would
no.
I would keep that to myself.
Oh no.
I would keep that to myself. And you know what speaks volumes too? I just thought about he killed his son on Power. That must have been some type of, you know what I'm saying? Cause you don't fuck with your. Come on. Anyways, he all out
That
of
wasn't
order.
even hard to think
He
of,
gon'
was it?
right. He threw a damn chair at a civilian because the civilian was telling him what he needed to know. I already know that's what it was.
Yeah.
And you with your bitch and you acting like
But
this.
you always talking about somebody else and always telling somebody else about
Karma.
themselves. But you
Ding
don't think
dong.
somebody gonna talk to you in person and be like, "What's good with you?"
You always confronting people online, people that didn't even start with you.
You've created so many enemies in the past 5 years. You don't think somebody gonna come up to you and tell you about yourself?
They will.
Cause your
And-
shit is stinking.
Thank you to them and this video now, so dude can get some money probably. So it is what it is.
Right. Make sure that you like and make sure you comment below your thoughts on 50 Cent, on Lil Wayne, on this topic, on black women. Let's encourage black women. Let's celebrate black women and their sexiness. Let's stop letting men tell us what to do, okay? Make sure you subscribe to my girl B Octavia, okay?
Subscribe over here because I will be over here more.
Okay, and we do have a video on her channel featuring the girl. You know what it is, okay? So, we're going to get out of here. It's Aubrey.
I keep doing it.
Peace.